and with you, the kicker, Chad Riley. Gonna get things started. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. This one is gonna sail through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll throw to get this one started. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. This one broken out. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up the 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Space to run inside the 20. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Dallas. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. The kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. The return starts from the 5. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Throwing right away is Dart. And open downfield, it's Johnson. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, Dart. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Here's 1st and 10. Out of shotgun. It's dark. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, manned to hold them to just a short game.
And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Giants. It's his 3rd touchdown hit this year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
The game at 7.
Team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down just before he takes this to the other side of midfield. First down, here's Blue. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Tyler Newton is there for the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They send the tight end in motion. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact with flags. It'll be 4th down. So that'll bring up 4th down. That'll bring on Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchdown. Come out to the 20-yard line. Quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Well, left side, it's Johnson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
16 yards. That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Dart Gonna fake the give and hold on to it. And nice work there. Go into a slide. Gain about 7. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
39-yard line.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Giants.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. With a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
On the give, it's Tracy. He'll get this inside the 20, and nice run into the zone. It's first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. He's able to pick up the first down.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Dart. Moving left. Off he goes. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Giants football here to begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 2. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Guard's going to keep this on his own lead. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're going to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
A gain of 6. That's another Giants first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
The throw is done. Big mistake. It was 1st and goal, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In motion, Lamb. Slot man in motion left. Again, it's Blue. It'll grind out a couple of yards. Give them a little bit of space out to the 3rd down and 9. On play action. He'll set up to throw. Into the hands of Turpin. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Now a screen set up for Blue. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay and a 1st down.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screenplays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screenplay.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. They're going to motion the tight end over here. He'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
And after that promising drive, Mike, just a really disappointing end. I mean, everything was going so well. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection, and then he just gets a little too aggressive with the decision-making, and it can turn around in a snap.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Let's go. They'll start this on the ground with Blue. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That is Ferguson in motion. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one swung out to Blue. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw. It's done. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
One is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
On third down, they'll run with Tracy. A pickup there of 13. First down, Giants.
13 yards on the play. And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Throwing is Dart. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second and 10. Here's a keeper on his own read. And they'll take this down inside the 35. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
At the 34-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Dart. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
So that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Try again. It's second and 10. Throwing. Dart. He's got his man. That's Nabels. Second time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
To throw, it's Dart on first and 10. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. That pass ball's incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Giants, that is their second, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. He pulls it in around the 5, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New York. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Extra point now by Riley. And the Giants will take a 21-7 lead. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Blue. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
They'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break. Come back. Second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
On first and 10, here is Dart. Rolling right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Dart can throw it on second down. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So you find yourself playing with a two-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there. Works through his progression. Move on to the next play. And just throw that ball away.
Quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Brings up third and 2.
Third and 2, and it's Dart. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Dart going to throw it again. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now second.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here comes third and 6. the air once more is Dart. Open man, Slayton. They hook up again. Second time on this drive. This one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And they manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 27-yard line.
On the 27, here's second and 4. On the zone read, a give to Tracy. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
31-yard line.
Out of the gun, third down. It's Dart. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down run.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Ryland's kick is good. And the Giants have run out to a 24-7 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he will get cut down short. Shot at the 20-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
On second and 10, they'll try to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to be dropped for a pickup of about 5.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll swing this one out to Hall. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. They will indeed go as they look to throw. He's got a receiver, and that's last. And he is going to have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th down. They'll look to throw again. This one is caught by Turner. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down. Tight end going in motion here. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure to him that time. And it'll set up second down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
We're going to set up the screen, but it's broken up. And it's incomplete. They were right there on that one defensively. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike. He's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball. And he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Back to the air one more time. Going up top. And that is incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter. But time has expired, and the 3rd has come to an end. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Open man downfield. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he'll take this one in. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown Cowboys. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Into space. And he's going to take this all the way back. 89 yards. Touchdown, Giants. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Putting the tight end in motion. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. A huge play for Dallas. 59 yards. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Will run, it's home. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
One more time to give it to Hall. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Javon Holland. Into space. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this match all the way. Touchdown, New York. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their second pick-6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick-6, but to get 2 pick-6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. He'll start at the 4. And they'll get him out of bounds, but a good return to the 3. They send the tight end in motion. Back down the field for Lamb. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. It's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. He's got that complete to Turpin. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They get 16 on that connection. 1st down, Cowboys. To throw. That'll be complete to Marfa. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A huge play for Dallas. 45 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
A run on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Phil Maffa. Touchdown, Dallas. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter. Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard run.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, it's Dark. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, here is Dart. This one intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
So they're implementing a cover 2 system. And what that means is on the back end, Mike, your 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. They got to cover from the middle of the field all the way to the sideline. So they got to have range, they got to have great instincts, and then when they get a chance to get their hands on the ball, they've got to be picks.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Bill look to throw. Left side, caught by Love. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Exiting the pocket right. Going for it all. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. They're going to take possession here just shy of the 20.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Here's Dart on first and 10. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 24-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Now a shotgun. It's Dart. That's made right side. It's Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 30. And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, Dart. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Dart gonna throw it again. That's gonna be incomplete. Good work. The defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
To the air once more is Dart. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
Tucker, good on the extra point. Cowboys are able to edge a bit closer.
27.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
First down, and good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. Good blocking to the 15, and this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play, and results in a big touchdown.
Makes the score Giants 27.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Tight end going in motion here. That one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring in Bailey. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and 1. Putting the tight end in motion. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw in the pass is incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say this drive has not gone according to plan. They followed up on that sack on 1st down, incomplete pass on 2nd, and now let's see what they can dial up on 3rd and a mile.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll let one go down the middle. That is brought in. And this This is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
For the two-point conversion.
They'll drop to throw. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the two-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Pass complete. It's Malik Nabers. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 12.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Okay, ready?
Looking to throw. It's Dart. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
I got to be honest, Mike, I'm a little surprised in the fact that they're even deciding to throw the ball, given the situation. I mean, it's unlikely that that decision will cost them the game, but stranger things have happened on a football field.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap. Here comes 2nd down.
Let's go. 60 by 6.
Here we go. One final play. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over. So it's a win for the men in blue. The Giants get